Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the LUX bike. Very simple, very easy. Now, I've been playing Descenders for a while now, so I've been figuring out how to get the LUX bike as simple as possible. As you can see, I do have a couple LUX items of my own. So without any more talking, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first step is when you're in this lobby, look down at the bottom middle of your screen and you should see a number. If this number is above 100,000, you are good to go. That means you have unlocked the place where you can get the maximum amount of rep to get those LUX bikes and all the other cool items that you may need. If that number isn't at 100,000, it shouldn't take too long, about 2 or 3 hours of playing the game. Go and ride and then career session and then go into the Highlands and just keep doing runs until you get that 100,000 rep. That is total rep over all the time that you've been playing Descenders in career or career plus mode, so not just in one run. But once you've got that, you should have career plus session unlocked. Now what this basically does is gives you access to the desert. This is really useful as it has loads of hills, loads of different places to jump off of, do loads of skills, and it's overall just a really easy place to gain rep. So once you're in here, you just want to start off the run and do as many tricks as you can. Now, if you're new and are not very good at Descenders, I wouldn't do too many complicated tricks, as that could mean you could die. Really don't want to be doing. So start off with doing just some backflips, some 360s, maybe add in a no-hander somewhere. But as you're doing that, you should see that the number in the middle is going up. Right now, mine's on about 3,000, a bit under. When you're at the end of this thing, you just want to go through here, and as long as you've gotten over 1,000 rep, I think, you should get one of these crew members. Now these are really important, and they are completely random which ones you get. Usually the good ones are ones that are green. The one you want to be looking out for is Fakey Balance. Now once I get this, I'm going to show you why it's really important and why this is going to get you the LUX bike. But for now, I'm just going to take Landing Impact. Now, as you can see, there's a couple of different options. What you want to do is go for ones that are a bit high steepness. Don't go for maximum height steepness. Try and go for the middle. But anything below 3, leave be. Because when you get the Fakey Balance, that's the stuff that you are going to be needing to get the maximum amount of rep. So I'm going to go with this one and just keep doing those runs over and over again until I get the Fakey Balance crew member. Now, if you get a crew member that says extra steepness, make sure you do not use this one. Never get this one. It's completely useless, and it'll make things a lot more harder when you have the Fakey Balance perk. So the other perk that you need to be looking out for is this one called Speed Wobbles. Now, even if you don't have Fakey Balance, this will still be kind of useful, but when you have Fakey Balance, this is going to be really useful, and it's going to stop you from dying. So if you see this one, make sure to pick it up. As you can see, I'm now on last stand. Now, there is actually a reason for this. When you're on last stand, I believe you get a 1.5 or 2 times multiplier on the rep. But obviously, last stand does mean if you die one more time, that will mean that you cannot play this run again, and all that rep will basically gone to nothing, unless obviously you get the right amount of rep to get the LUX bike, which I will explain later on in the video. But for now, just keep going on until you find that Fakey Balance perk. Okay, so as you can see, I have got the Fakey Balance perk, and I have actually been doing this for quite a while, so I've gotten pretty unlucky with this. But now I've got this, I'm going to show you what to do. As you can see, I've been doing this for so long, it's actually gotten dark in the game now. But what you want to go ahead and do is go and find a track with 1, 2, or 3 steepness. My preferred one is 2 steepness. Some people might like 1. I find 3 a bit too steep and you go a bit too fast. So if you do have a 3 steepness track that you have to do, then make sure you have the Speed Wobbles perk, because that will help you a lot. Me personally, I'm going to go with this 2 steepness track. The curves and stunts really don't matter on these, because you're going to go off track anyway. But once you're in, obviously it might look a bit different because yours is probably not dark. You're just going to go ahead and go right over to the first checkpoint. Now once you're here, just go through it and do a 180. This is a skill called Fakey, and as you can see, it is going up at the bottom there. Now while you're doing this, you really don't have to steer, and obviously because you're going backwards, the steering will be inverted, so just take that to mind. Once you've been doing this for a little bit, jump, and that'll give you a 3 times multiplier on that, which obviously, clues in the name, just gives you 3 times more rep. And because I've got the last stand, that gives me another 1.5 or 2%. So overall, I will be getting quite a lot of rep out of this. What you're going to want to do, just go all the way to the end. If you stop like I have just there, then you can literally just turn around. You can either start again if you're quite far away, or just go to the end like this. Once you're at the end here, make sure your rep banks and goes to the bottom there, just like that, and then click B. Now, that's the reason why we went to the first checkpoint, so you could bank your rep and go back there, as if you didn't and you just went to the starting bit, all of your rep that you'd just got on there would have been lost. You just want to repeat this again, make sure you do the jump to get that 3 times multiplier. Don't go too fast as you might fall off, especially if you're on last stand, and just go all the way to the end. Now, I like to do this about 3 to 4 times per track, as if you do it anymore, your rep just starts to slow down dramatically and it's not really worth it. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to talk to you about all the different rep milestones and what different amounts of rep could possibly get you. So some people might already know that when you get these certain amount of rep, you're not guaranteed to get a LUX bike. Right now I'm on about 74,000 rep, which is honestly a okay amount, and that means I would have about a 20 to 25% chance on getting an extraordinary item. Now, this does not mean I'm going to get a LUX bike. It just means I'm going to get an extraordinary item, which is the same category as all the LUX items, apart from the LUX reflectors, which are the glowing things that are behind my bike right now. I can't remember exactly how many items are in the extraordinary category, but the LUX bikes, they're about, what, 4 or 5 out of all the other extraordinary items, which is about over 20, I think. So if you have 50,000 rep, as I said, that'll give you about 20 to 25% chance on giving you an extraordinary item. But if you want to guarantee you have an extraordinary item, you'll have to get 250,000 rep in one run, which may seem a lot, but as long as you got this fakey balance perk at the start, and you've got lucky with the steepness on the tracks, you should be alright. Now, as you can see, this fakey thing really doesn't require too much skill. You can kind of literally just leave your controller. I'm not even touching it right now, and it will do its thing. Now, some people say if you get 100,000 rep, that will give you an increased chance of getting an extraordinary item. But from my testing, it really doesn't matter. But I do think 50,000 rep is the milestone, and that was on the official Descenders wiki. So it's really up to you what you choose. If you choose 250,000 rep, obviously you're guaranteed to get an extraordinary item. You can't get anything else. But me personally, I like to go with 50,000 rep as that will give you a chance on getting more of a chance on getting a rare, but also give you a small chance on getting that extraordinary item. And the LUX reflectors, the glowing things behind your bike, which is probably one of my favorite items in the game, they are also in the rare category for some reason. That's always nice to get that. Once you have got your milestone, whether that's 50,000 or 250,000, what you want to head to do, if you're on Xbox, it's the 3 lines, but just go into your menu and click end session. Now, what this will do is bring up your menu and you'll see what item you get. So unfortunately, I did get a rare item, so I did get a bit unlucky with this. But if you keep doing this over and over again, you will eventually have a LUX bike or whatever item you're going for. Did enjoy this video? Please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,500 subscribers by the end of summer, so if you can make that happen, that'd be really appreciated. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them down in the comment section below. I'll try and answer as many as I can. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.